earlier in the week, right, we had President Erdogan. President? I know, but president, really? Yeah. I guess anybody can be these days.
Or actually, only one person can be these days.
Right. So there was a visit by Turkish President Erdogan to this country. You'll recall that maybe it was, I have no sense of time anymore, but it was sometime in the last 3 months that there was an election in Turkey which essentially, or a referendum, which essentially gave Erdogan broad dictatorial powers. And we had played earlier in the week video of protesters who were protesting Erdogan's visit from across the street from the Turkish Embassy in D.C. Kurds and perhaps some Turkish expats. And then they were essentially bum-rushed by men in suits coming from the Turkish delegation. The police there were, the D.C. police were certainly not prepared for it in any way, and really hard to have expected them to anticipate this type of thing. Well, now, Voice of America has a different camera angle. This one is from across the street. It's actually behind the car that Erdogan is in. And you see the car is surrounded by security personnel in suits. You see a guy speak into the car, apparently get directions. He speaks into his headset, and then all of a sudden, all the guys start going towards the protest, and then you see in the distance that they're beating him up, and then Erdogan gets out of the car. So let's start this video. There's not a lot of sound, but it is really striking. So we don't know that Erdogan is in the car at this point, but there's a security guard talking to him. In the background, you hear the protesters. He gets the notice. They speak into the thing, that bald guy down at the bottom of the steps, and a couple of those guys go off. And then the camera zooms in over the car, past the car, and you see all of a sudden all these suited security guys going on a rampage in the background, and you see a different angle of them beating up people. And the initial security guy, and then Erdogan gets out of the car. Here it is, the second half of the video. Gets out of the car and basically watches and as the cops start to clear it, Erdogan steps out. There he is. Looks at what's going on over there. I mean, the look on this guy's face. I mean, there these security guys come running back from after beating up the protesters. Look at the look on that guy's face. Satisfied. Then he stops again to take another look. Check, did you beat the hell out of him? Good. All right. I mean, this is pretty intense stuff. And the fact that Donald Trump has not in any way responded to this. I mean, I guess we did call the Turkish ambassador over to discuss, but this is really grotesque.
I just wanted to comment that upon watching the video a few more times, I realized that the suited bodyguards were not the only people that rushed the police. Everyone in the first video, which you can find on our YouTube channel, so there are the suited bodyguards, and then there are guys in khakis and dark shirts. And so it's a lot more people than if you're just looking at the suited people, because it's total chaos. It's a lot more guys.
Well,
There's
yeah, a lot of guys.
two groups of bodyguards, yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff. Hey, Sam Seder here. Folks, you probably heard about the whole YouTube advertiser apocalypse. Well, we're suffering from it too. We need your help. If you want to keep this show alive, you want us to be able to still put out clips on a regular basis, head over to our Patreon page. Here's the link right here or down below there. And just give us a couple bucks a month and support this program. Really appreciate it.